Okay, well we're here. We're here. We're doing it. You can still hear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're still reacting. That's good. So everything's good. We're good. Let's hope
We're
that
good.
as soon as I click into the game, it doesn't like freak out and kill itself, because that would be bad.
Yeah.
I do not want the program to be ended unexpectedly. That'd be bad. Please and thank. Okay. Okay. Well, we're here. So let's just kind of like kind of sort of like last night. I hope it doesn't take like an hour, or I hope we can keep it to like an hour. But when people show up, we might go longer. Who knows? But I think a lot more people are maybe busy tonight, so we might be okay without getting distracted too bad.
Maybe. I don't see too many other people streaming.
I mean, Yasha's streaming, Freya's streaming, Sky and Zero are doing a stream later. Ari's probably working. Hifu's probably got his family stuff going on. I haven't seen Rizu around in a while, so those are the big ones, at least, that I keep up with because they're your kids. Freya's also streaming. So.
Oh, Rizu is okay.
Yeah, he's been like kind of off Twitter too. I don't know if just like life stuff has gotten going.
It sounds like he's been busy.
Yeah, probably. So. Alrighty, well, it's time for a game. We shall get right into it. Same splash screen as yesterday. It'll probably be this way for like a month, so that's the way it goes. It's how it is. Tadaima.
Tadamu.
Tadamu. Okay, well, we're here. So, right. Like I was saying, formation. So we've got some, like, kind of armory units today that we're gonna go up against. So I'm going to do a slight edit to our team. 4716, 4762. Okay, so we're gonna take Sten Mark II out, and we're gonna replace it with SV98. Alright, SV98, you get to shine again. Thank you. Thank you for your service. She's got snap rounds and snappy. And it is a night map, so
does that do anything?
Yes, accuracy is like severely debuffed. So I'm going to put on some night vision goggles for everyone that can. Night vision plus 67, because it reduces accuracy by like, they say like 100%, quote unquote.
That's kind of awful.
Yeah. Handguns I don't think are affected by it, but we'll still do it. 66%. And I can't change, my rifle can't take night vision, so that's fine. And you've got your armor, so that's cool. I don't think, yeah, no blue hollow points, so no green, high velocity rounds.
Do they have yellow?
No yellows either.
Oh.
But that's fine. So that's a good team setup. And then M4A1. Hi M4A1 and UMP45 and UMP9. Hi you two. And Ingram. I probably should replace Ingram with different like AR.
But she's so cool.
She's very cool, but... And she's also very good. However, this unit isn't very strong because while these all buff... while M4A1 gets a buff from all of these three, M4A1 does not buff any of them. Because M4A1 only buffs ARs. So her skills are kind of weird that way. It's like the best way to run is with another AR. A throw. Ah, right. Everyone needs night vision. Yes, replace that. And we'll replace... Actually, what we'll do, too, is we'll go in to the armory. Welcome back. Okaidi. Itarashai. Okay, so 50... So I want to get, like, all of them up to 50 if I can, which I think is doable. So we'll give them some combat reports. Because level 50 is not, like, too difficult to get to. Level 50, level 50. Reports. 3950. This is maybe something I should have done, like, pre-stream. Oh well.
It's fine.
K5 is very strong, so I will want to get her pretty leveled pretty quick. Very, very meta K5. Also, her outfit's very cool. Like the white leotard underneath the black, like, open dress sort of thing.
It is an interesting design.
With the coat, with, like, the big coat pocket is on the inside of the jacket.
That's true.
Very fancy. The outfit designs in this game are very something. 950. There we go. Okay. So now we have a bunch of level 50s. I think they're pretty well balanced out, but I'm not sure. 45, 52 with a with 420, 0 for night vision, night battle efficiency.
Nice.
But we're gonna ruin that by doing this. Evasion. No, because damage minus. Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'll load you up with one of them too. Yeah, because 19 plus 3 and then 17 plus 5 is a good balance. There. Actually, that made our night battle stuff worse, so no. Actually, there you go. Easy. You make night battles worse by doing that? Never mind. Alright, and then what we gotta do is dummy link, because that's probably where some of our limit is as well. People dreams. Hi, everyone. Get dummy linked. And so, by dummy linking them, they also get stronger, so that's good. Now we need to, like, really bump them up. Bump up the jam. Spasiba. Oh, also her outfit is like very tiny. I don't know if you noticed.
Very small pants.
Very small. I don't even know if she's wearing pants. I think it's like a very like low. I think it's a very high dress.
It's a very loose definition of pants.
I don't even think it is pants. I think it's just a high dress. Okay, and then I think one thing we need to do as well is make sure that our formation is balanced, so we're nice and good across the board. Because right now we're probably not efficient about how we're doing this. Probably want to do something like this, this, and that. Yes, that's way more efficient on our battle efficiency. But 770. Okay, so yeah, you want to stay over there. No, there. Best formation right there. So we have two pretty decent formations going on. I want to make sure that you are actually set back, so that way you get the bonus there. Okay, so now we're ready. But first things first, we're gonna go to the dorm. And we're not gonna do polls. We're not doing polls today.
I thought we were gonna do polls.
No polls. I mean, we can. Oh, someone's... Thank you. Thank you, Dark Caves, for calling my dorm cozy.
Oh.
My cozy dorm with boxes everywhere. I mean, there is a wedding dress, so...
Mm-hmm.
But thank you.
Boxes and wedding dress and anime posters.
And anime posters and boss with her abs out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Well, let's go to dorm 2. I don't think I can... Oh, I can collect. Give me the love, everyone. Give me the love, the drug. Boo. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, so remember, yesterday, we unlocked Pioneer. With the big scary guys that I don't like. They're very armored. I don't like them, because they're big and armored and scary. But we can get PP-19. And Shipka, and Type 56, and all these other girls. So let's go. Nice fancy ones. I think PP-19 is pretty hard to get, so might be worth grinding for her. Okay. Alright, story.
Do it for her.
Well, before I get PP-19, I gotta get, like, the event dolls, because PP-19 will be back. But, like, Dorothy, Say, Jill, Dana, they're all, like, not coming back for maybe 2 years, if they even do come back.
That's fair.
New ritual Clothas.
How you spell clothes in the future?
Maybe. There's also spa, and then with some Russian after it. There's also Japanese down here, so like there's a whole that looks Korean. A whole mix of like all of the languages.
Very diverse.
Good job, Griffin City. Meanwhile, in Griffin City, in front of City Hall, a great deal of Griffin dolls and humans are gathered in a protest. GRMP5, she's back. The small baby. Small baby MP5.
I wonder if she's shorter than Super Shorty.
I think she might be. Very tiny. Wow, there are so many people. Viking. That's why I didn't want to come here. It's so damn bothersome. But there's nowhere else to go. All the shops and bars are closed. So we've got no choice but to... GRMP5 is suddenly tripped by a human. Sorry. GRMP5, are you alright? The human woman stares at GRMP5 and nods. She then helps her up and walks away. What a strange native. I think I've seen her somewhere before. I kind of clicked by pretty quick, but I guess we're following her, so we'll get to see her more. The human woman continues to make her way through the crowd. Stella. The pink cat. The pinkish purple cat girl. With the cyborg eye.
Oh.
Pt.3 infection successful. This module's functions are normal. Did I say it right? Did I say the word right?
Yeah, it was good.
Pt.3.
Pt.3.
Pt.3. Learning French. With the dog.
Educational streams.
Educational.
Added to the tags.
Educational in my tags about gun. Law 2000. Stella, this is Crimson Rose. I'm in position. Roger, keep an eye on the situation. Report immediately if anything develops. The last time I saw this many people was when the Prime Minister took office. And it was Mega Christmas to boot. Mega Christmas.
Super Ultra Christmas.
Ultra Christmas. Indeed. But security now is very thin. It's full of holes. The White Knights haven't shown up, so it seems that Architect and Say have successfully delayed Jericho. And the Prime Minister doesn't believe the dolls will do anything out of the ordinary, which would be true unless... Stella touches her electronic right eye. Unless they were all mine. I can hear you breathe. You sound a little tense. Oh? You could hear it in such a noisy place? Oh, I've dropped some frames. Weird. How much did you spend to buy me? I told you before, I'm worth every penny. It's true that I'm, very nervous. Even I don't know what's going to happen after this. I took advantage of my friend for this moment, so I can't fail. Just in case, I'm going to ask you again. If I ordered you to shoot the civilian dolls here, will you really do it without question? Jeez, let me say it again. I'm just a product. You bought me, so I'll obey all of your orders unconditionally. Do you want to try me out right now? No, I don't want to mess up the plan, and I want to avoid that scenario if possible. I'm sorry, I have full faith in you now. You really are too tense. Don't hang around in that crowd too long. You need to keep your breathing under control. You're right. Many dolls here have perfume on. I'm not sure what brand it is, but there's diesel mixed into it. Don't worry about me. Keep your eyes on the stage. The Prime Minister is going to show up soon. Are you sure? Even the TV station said that there was no way she'd make an appearance. Do you believe those politicians or me? Doll politicians have got to be better than human ones. Politicians are politicians. They're all the same, even if you appoint them from SAFAR employees. I'll say it again. My confidence comes from the SF module in my right eye. I can't spread the Pt.3 virus and infect every... It can spread the Pt.3 virus and infect every single Griffin doll in its vicinity. Every single doll on the street, and inside that big building, will serve as my eyes and ears. Well, isn't that handy? Who would have known that the right eye that SF took from you would become the tool for controlling the entire world? I just want to save Griffin City. I'll pay any price to achieve victory. I should post those words of yours to Fatebook. I'm pretty sure you'd get a ton of likes after this is all over. By all means, but mind the angle this time around. The picture last time made my chest look a little big. The picture last time got the most likes of all. Hang on, she's coming. Our Prime Minister is about to show up.
Wow.
Looks like you win, Stella. No, not yet. Ladies and natives, good Southern Hemisphere. I'm the Prime Minister of Griffin City that everyone knows and loves. I'm Dorothy Hayes, the cutest of them all. I'm very happy to see you. This victory only counts when I announce it myself. Dear citizens of Griffin City, every doll, every human, every single screw and cell, I know that everyone's concerned about the weather around the globe, and I fully understand how you feel. Therefore, tonight, I'll be taking everyone's questions about the global sand rains in an open, sincere fashion in a public and live-streamed event. Please believe me when I say that I will always have your concerns at heart, and I will devote all of my efforts from now on solving everyone's problems. You're right, it's live-streamed. I'm live-streaming it right now. Very live-streamed. Double live-streamed.
Double stream.
GRG28. Look at that. Stupid shiny gun. GRG28. It's so gold. It's obscene.
That's not tactical.
No, not very much. Prime Minister Dorothy. Hey, you can't come up here. But I want to ask a question, and I want to see Prime Minister Dorothy. Have I seen you somewhere before? I'm GRG28. I've interviewed you many times before, and I've done many part-time jobs too. So for the next few hours, I'll be an intern reporter for the Augmented Eye. Alright then. I'll pick you, honey. Come up here and ask me anything you want. GRG28 walks up to Dorothy and shakes her hand. Also, like, gosh, her top...
He needs a new one.
Maybe. Thank you, Prime Minister Dorothy. I'll be relaying everyone's suggestions. According to the feedback from the citizens, nobody has seen anything being done about the sand rains over the past 3 years. May I ask how you intend to respond to their doubts? Ahaha, solving a global problem like this will take a bit of time. Oh, that sounds nice, but we haven't seen your people do a single thing.
Hey.
I have no idea who that guy is. I'm sorry, Mr. K writes for the pet and baby section of our magazine, so he's a shorter temper than most. Mind your tone, Mr. Native. The hell you say? You're a native too. Ahahaha, don't worry. I fully understand the concerns of the native residents. As you can see, I've even hired several natives as bodyguards. I trust and understand humans very well, both psychologically and biologically. What the hell is she saying? It's because she in the other game she sells herself for the due. In not in this story. In this story it's different. What the hell is she saying? I know that the biological makeup of natives is too civilized, and I sincerely hope this doesn't come across as discriminatory, but I know that your requirements for living environments are stricter than most. Please don't play dumb. What we need is a proper answer. Oh my, that's because we've been quietly working behind the scene. I'm not obliged to make everything I do public, right? But, Miss Prime Minister, the citizens elected you 3 years ago. Do you think making such a statement will please everyone? I don't care who elected Dorothy. I didn't vote for her. How could a woman with unknown origins be Prime Minister? And you? And do you even know what her private life is like? I've had it. Ever since the sand rains began to fall, I've been doing my best to solve them, and I've been putting up with all kinds of rumors. But in the end, this sort of thing still happened anyway. Why is it that nothing I do can ever please everyone? Mr. Bodyguard, please escort him off the stage to cool off. I'm sorry, Mr. Native Reporter. Please come this way. Damn it! Everyone, is this the outcome you want? The city's on its last leg. What the hell are you people even doing? Please hurry and don't make trouble here. What? The doll reporter GRG-28 suddenly grabs the human bodyguard's arm and takes him down, then proceeds to subdue him with the textbook wrestling finisher. Miss GRG-28, you know the
wrestling?
balls of Jericho? Eh? Why did I suddenly do that to Mr. Bodyguard? I didn't do it on purpose. Miss GRG-28, you are disrupting the order of the venue, and your public use of the wrestling finisher that is protected by the Native Act is a severe breach of human rights and is an act of discrimination. My friend, please cease your perverted behavior immediately. But I can't move. I'm innocent. My work doesn't put me into contact with wrestling moves. Please don't blame her. I ordered her to do it. A human woman steps out of the crowd onto the stage. You're... Stella? You're still alive? Good Southern Hemisphere, everyone. I'm Stella Hoshi, and it's an honor to meet you. Stella? That's right, I'm still alive. You guys, help me catch her. Don't think you'll be able to escape, you little Willem. To the dolls gathered here today, I sincerely apologize for my act of disgrace in advance. Oh. What's happening? My body. Okay, flashing lights apparently. It's the power play virus. We've been infected. All of the dolls present fall under Stella's control and rush onto the stage to subdue the human bodyguards. Miscalculated, haven't you, little Dorothy? If you had a few more immunized white knights by your side, perhaps you might have been able to hold out a while longer. But you employed native bodyguards to curry favor with the people, yet they do not have the right to do anything to the dolls. Everyone, is this fairness and freedom? Are these shallow acts really enough to gain your sincere approval? What are you up to? Made her cry. She's crying. Stella made little poor Dorothy cry. Big ol' fat tears.
Robot tears.
I'm going to reveal your true face. You took Alma and hid the Earth computer. Stella steps out onto the podium and approaches Dorothy. Alma? The Earth computer? I don't know where they are. Sorry, but I'll be the judge of that. Oh, hey, she's got a little keychain. White Knights, hurry up and restore order. She's got a little...
Oh, that's what that is.
She's got a little sating. Little sating. Girlfriend charms. Do it, Crimson Rose. Bang, bang. Gunshots from afar instantly pierce the critical modules of several mechanized White Knight units rushing up from behind, and they fall apart on the spot.
Is that her stand?
No, it's Crimson. It's Pt.3, the doll she was talking to before. It's it's her code name.
I see.
What happened? All targets eliminated, Stella. It's a 3-star victory. You really are worthy of your price tag. I should have expected anything less of a Griffin City's Grim Reapers. I apologize for my discourtesy earlier. Anyone who comes across that name would think some middle schooler came up with it, which is precisely why we're so dangerous. Give up, Dorothy. I'm not here for your life. But what you're going to do is pretty much the same as killing me. The Prime Minister turns and flees into the City Hall building. Stella, there's a large mass of white knights rushing this way from behind. It's up to you now. I finished hacking the T-dolls just in time. Everyone, lend me your strength. Exactly how many Griffin dolls do you have under your control? I can give orders to as many of them as I want. This is a module augmented by 16 lab technology. This will be the wildest moment in Griffin City history.
Wild.
Wild. For a little context, 16 Lab is like the super high end. Like, so Griffin and Kruger are like the civilian doll contractors for like the real guns. Like, that isn't Sanguis Ferry. 16 Lab is like the elite form of that. So they handle like actual military equipment sort of stuff. So it's like high end.
Okay.
Stella, our little prime minister fled into her HQ. This will be a hard fight. That's fine. I'll root her out and reveal her true identity. The farce in this city must be cleared up before the doomsday descends upon us. Okay. So,
fight time.
Here we go. Fight time. So, as you can see, we have our friends, Wa-2000 and GRG-28. So, and they are helpers. They are in blue, so they are our helper units.
Okay.
So first thing we'll do is throw down our unit with SV-28 in it, and we're gonna start our operation. So see, there's the big guy. So we have to establish. So this one's gonna be also a little different because it's a supply line map instead of a capture map. So we have to establish a supply line and defend it for 2 turns.
So doing the opposite, basically.
Yes, so we're in defense mode right now.
Okay.
So yeah. Units in blue are friendly forces. They operate by themselves but can accept your battle strategies. A third party will be willing to join the battlefield. Look out for the blah 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 blah. So the green ones I think are like actual friend units, and the blue ones are like the game supplied ones. Units in red are enemy forces like the Sanguis Ferry. Units in yellow are neutral forces. They attack both us and Sanguis Ferry forces. So these units will attack. So these ones will attack both. So what I want to do is I want to take you, and you're on eliminate enemies, and you're also on eliminate enemies. So we'll take you and head up this way, and then we'll deploy our other units down here, and then we will end the round because we don't have any more stuff. So these units move on their own, so they've all moved, and now we've captured enough that we're gonna like encircle a bunch of these. So what we have to do... Thank you, everyone. Look at all these fancy dolls. These are also like way over leveled. So
apparently,
yeah, max level 100, 5 times linked. So they're like exceedingly strong units. Also, take a look at the fancy dolls. GRG-28 with her fancy gold gun. T-26 is her fancy poofy throw jacket, coat, sweater thing.
Cardigan thing.
Crop cardigan sweater thing. JS9. Nice cool side pony. MPM6 with her red leather.
Good style. The BGM is such a jam.
It's a very good jam. Oh hey look who's here.
Hey!
There you go, Velrod Mark II.
Nice.
M950A, very, very a Gyaru, sort of. Like leather Gyaru. Her high twin tails, green hair. Fancy armbands.
Very style.
Very style. Grizzly being the cool American. Lee Enfield.
Everyone needs one.
Yeah. And then Sassy Wa-2000. Okay, I didn't like really explain it that well, but I will like once we're done. So yeah, see like all of the misses? That's what happens when we run at night. It becomes much harder to hit anything.
Okay. Not doing too bad despite it.
No. But see, these units, I don't know if you like saw, but those units have like 2 bars. The top one with a little triangle that's white, and then like the green health bar that they usually have. The white bar is a like energy shield type thing, and so it's really weird and awkward. And so that's why I brought SV98, because she can pierce through armor like that.
Okay.
So that's good. Very, very breathy. Okay, so supply line is established. So essentially, what the supply line is our command post here. We needed to connect it up to this point here. This is the supply point. So as long as there's a connection between our command post with constant blue circles, we're good.
Okay. And you just have to keep that for 2 turns.
Yes. And we already have 1 turn because we have it on this turn. So at the beginning of next turn, as long as we're okay, we'll be fine.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna move these over here. So see how these have the green bars? See how this one has the like white triangle with the little like grayish white bar above it?
Yeah.
That's its like shield bar. See the like little blue like pings that are coming off the front?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So shielded units, and the big guys have like really strong shields, so they're a lot harder to deal with.
Kind of a pain.
Yes. We got a little medal. That's cool because we can use those to buy units. But that means
you don't have to roll for them.
You don't have to roll for them, but that also involves like grinding. So right now we're gonna select you, and we're just gonna tell you to stand by. So now these units won't move. So they're just gonna kind of sit there and not do anything, which is all I need, because I just want to not be next to this heliport, because I know that something big is gonna spawn there, and I don't want to be standing like in one of these 2 spots, because it becomes dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, see, you can kind of see him. You can kind of see the big guy. Yep, see, there he is. He's very, very strong. So, best to avoid it, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, but, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. Oh, right. That's right. Everyone's streaming. Zale's streaming now, too.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
The battle ends. Bang. Stella leads the Pt.3 controlled dolls and kicks open the door to the Prime Minister's office. Wa-2000, keep an eye on the outside. Stella stalks up and pulls Dorothy out of where she's hiding under the desk. Ah! So, you were hiding here after all, little Dorothy. Were you planning to die surrounded by all these mementos of your vanity? I surrender, I surrender. You, what do you want? Money? a Kiaramiki handshake voucher? I do want a Kiaramiki handshake voucher, but I can buy one with money. Then maybe I could try fixing your cat ears.
Fix them.
These aren't cat ears.
They're not cat ears?
Damn it, I can't believe we actually looked at a prime minister who doesn't even know what cat boomers are. You even care about anything?
Is she a boomer?
Boomer?
Is she a boomer?
Cat girl MILF? I care about what you're doing to me right now. I would very much like to slowly dismantle you and livestream it on YouTurbo, but that won't get me any answers I want. All of the website references that aren't twitch.tv/EnuTorituber. Tell me about the Earth Computer or Alma. Give me an answer to one of them at the very least. You won't find out what you want, even if you take apart my brain, because I really don't know where they are. Is that so? That's fine too. I expected this. Stella dumps Dorothy onto the ground, and Dorothy pulls herself into a sitting position. Then I'll take you apart piece by piece, and we'll see if that Anna can bear to not tell me. Why? Why do you know that name? I looked into many things while I was gone. Dorothy falls silent for a moment, and then she takes a deep breath. Stella, I really should have finished you off when I learned what you are investigating that day. You couldn't have. You couldn't have, Dorothy, because you're not a bad person. I know that Anna exists. I also know that she's your big sister. You're not loyal to the Earth Computer or Griffin City, but to her. Well done. So what can you do about it? There's no doubt that she was the one who hid the Earth Computer. I need to find her as soon as possible to recover the Earth Computer and put it back into its original place to prevent Griffin City from becoming destroyed by the Sand Rains. And so you came looking for me? Stella, you don't understand my sister at all, do you? She doesn't care about me, so taking me hostage is pointless. Even if you ripped my tongue out and made sushi out of it, before dunking it into wasabi, she would keep that same stiff smile on her face. You wouldn't even be able to get a dimple out of her. I've seen your personal ID. She raised you by hand. She raised me by hand to be what she needed, a tool. Yes, that's right, and everything you've done so far is about as useful as that bottle opener on a beverage can. Pointlessly pushing the sand into the ocean and having everyone in Griffin City make merry every night, all we're actually doing with our lives is just waiting to die. That's because there is nothing else we can do but wait to die. Stella, my big sister is the most dangerous and the most mysterious person in the world. There's no way you can find her, and even if you do find her, nobody knows how to deal with her. Don't tell me. Even you don't know her true identity. I don't know. I don't even know what she is. A human? A doll? Every time she appears, it's like a ghost in my mind, and then she vanishes mysteriously without a trace. I've even suspected that she was a bug in my neural cloud, but I could never locate it, no matter how hard I tried. All I know is that she's eagerly awaiting the end of the world. There is nothing I could do to stop her. All I could do is let everyone die without regrets before the apocalypse arrives. Dorothy's words trail off into sobs. This really is, like, exceedingly dark. I did not realize how dark this was. I was like, oh yeah, it's the bartender. It's fun. It's a fun you make drinks, it's bartending. It's fine. It's great. I played the event before.
Good time.
I generally don't read through event stuff because, like, it takes an hour to read through it. So, like,
yeah.
It takes time. Because it's been 45 minutes already. So, you know. Dorothy's worlds trail off into sobs. Nobody can wait continually for the end to come unless they've already blah blah blah. I skipped over that way too quick. I don't understand you, Stella. The concept of death lacks any words. And the concept of death lacks substance to us Lilims. My fear of death was programmed into me, but what really terrifies me is losing Griffin City and my friends. I won't just sit back and wait for the end, Dorothy. Strive endlessly on this road to victory. I would like for my life to end while living it that way. So are you willing to help me? I know you want to make a choice. There's still time for you. While I don't think it's too likely that you'll win, I think I can understand your point of view. Perhaps I should really give it some thought. Dorothy freezes. But it looks like it's too late. Dorothy? She's coming. What? No, I can feel it. My body, it's not responding to me. How is she doing this? She's never controlled my body like this before. What's with you, Dorothy? I'm sorry, Stella. A burst of white noise erupts inside Dorothy's body. Dorothy? Who am I? Am I really alive? A creepy laughter then erupts from the white noise. Dorothy? Question mark? I'm very special to all of you. I'm your everything. It is time to become one. The white noise inside Dorothy's body begins to grow in intensity. Suddenly, everything returns to silence. Greetings. Good evening, Miss Stella Hoshi. I am Anna. And a good Southern Hemisphere to you, Anna. We meet at last. Did you take over your sister's body? Of course. Why else would I have taken in and raised a Lilim? Although, rather than Lilims, I prefer to tease my own kind. Your kind? I am a human like you, darling. I've never seen a human who could possess DFC-72. Stella, there are many ways in which life can exist. Mine is a more elevated form, much like a god. How old are you? Mentally speaking, I'd be a high schooler in the blush of youth. Gamer doggo, you missed like all of the dark. Welcome. Well, I mean, it's still kind of dark. The dark is still kind of happening. Oh, don't make that face, Stella. There are far too many things in this world that you don't know. I just want to know why you willingly showed up. That's because there's no need for me to hide myself anymore. In this moment, all the fragments I need are in hand. And now, there's only one last step remaining. A little experiment, if you will. What are you going to do, Anna? Why did you hide the Earth computer? Oh? Are you so sure it was me? If not, then who? Who else could have done something like that? You got one thing right at least. I do want to find the Earth computer to destroy the world. But the current plan is taking too long. Definitely not my style. However, I feel like I've already been very generous. I've given my poor little sister a chance to deceive everyone, and I've allowed you to accept her fate without a struggle. You, yes. You were the one who shattered Becky's little dream. Becky? Who's Becky? Alright, listen up. I simply don't want to sit back and await my fate. If I were you, I would do the same thing. But unfortunately, I am not, so I won't. Do you understand what I mean? All this is no longer important. Snap. Anna snaps her fingers. What did you do? Something I couldn't do before. Add a bit of chaos to the world. Stella, a whole bunch of White Knight mechanized units suddenly touched down from the sky. There's too many of them, and I I've always wanted to see how a white knight would fare against Griffin. Those big white bruisers are a lot more useful than those little black SF dinner gates. The white knight mechs have gone berserk. They're attacking the dolls here. The white knight dolls and humans are trying to organize resistance, but there are too many berserk mechs. Prioritize your own safety. I'll take care of things over here. What will you do? Are you going to carry on with your plan? I don't know if it'll be successful, but I have to say this development is a little beyond what I expected. Anna's true nature might be something more terrifying than I imagined. Are you afraid, Stella? Do you regret lifting the veil? I'm excited, Anna. I originally only wanted to find proof of your existence, but now I'm directly looking at you. The results of my 3 years of investigation are more accurate than I predicted. Accurate? You don't get to be the judge of that. Now then, as the ruler of Griffin City, I shall pass a verdict on the validity of your findings. Well, we did it. We beat the map finally. We got through the story stuff for the map. Woo! No items obtained. Maximum amount of items exceeded. What do you mean, maximum amount of items exceeded? Current intel points are insufficient, but I like to go to Valhalla to maintain more. No. What do you mean I have too many items? Waha! What? I got batteries. I got some stuff. Cool. Got repairs to do. Oh, just on MP446. Okay. Oh, it only take a minute. Cool. Nice and quick. Come on, Suryo, she says. Okay. To Valhalla, and it'll probably yell at me that I have the things. Current intel points are insufficient. Would you like to proceed to Valhalla to obtain more? Yeah, sure. Oh, hey there, boss. Just walking around in your wrestling outfit, huh?
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Breezy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Show us a lot of story.
There was a lot of story, and it was also very deep. Hopefully we can make drinks. I hope we can make drinks today.
Hope so.
The drinks today aren't, like, super, like, deep, but they're kind of funny, like, when you build them. So.
I hope we get to see that.
Mm-hmm. Phew, good evening, boss. Good evening, Jill. Have you gotten used to Gryffindors on the Have you gotten used to the Gryffindors on the streets? Not yet. They're always up to new antics every day. They don't look like they're on patrol, more like they're here to have fun. One way or the other, I even saw a couple of them betting on who could hold a one-legged crane stance in the cold wind longer. Haha, I've seen more interesting ones. I'm guessing this is the part of their testing duties. These androids look just like ordinary girls. When our white knight friends were on duty, they had to dress like robots from head to toe. Something must have gone wrong in our era. Who knows? This might have been the future some human mind dreamt up 50 years ago. Alright, time to get to work. Right. Leave it to me. What should I play? Well, what should we play?
Glitch City.
Glitch City, Welcome to Valhalla, or Reminiscence?
Glitch
City?
Guess so.
Time to mix drinks and change lives. Very, like, chill, down-tempo.
Yeah.
Welcome to Valhalla. Dorothy Hayes has returned to Valhalla. What kind of reaction is that? Just like before, the same reaction to the exaggerated antics of an actor in a lame comedy. It's not the same thing, I can tell, Jill. My first customer of the day for the past few days have been Griffin dolls. Now that a wild Lilum has suddenly appeared, it's actually kind of refreshing. So yes, the Dorothy is the Lilum. You can tell that she's a robot because she got the seams and the joints in her fingers, and like her knee, like you can tell, like, I don't know if you can peek like way down at the bottom, her knees are like jointed.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's a robot. Also, if you couldn't tell from the other section of story that we were doing, she is robot. The other section is also, I don't think, related in any way to this section. Aw, screaming saxophone now. This bar doesn't get too many customers, so the past few days, your only visitors have come from word of mouth through Griffin. After all, your work is the same as mine. It depends on repeat customer. It depends on repeat customers. See, she's talking about her work, and
makes sense.
I'd prefer to say I don't think I've seen you in a very long time. Well, about that, yeah, it's actually that actually is the case. Jill, would you mind if I brought another customer over? You've never brought friends over. Because you're my friend. This one's just someone I met on the way here. Another one from Griffin. Come on in, Miss 044. Ah, good evening. Look at how fancy she is.
Very fancy.
She's very fancy.
That's a cool design.
I told you.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hello, OTS 44, but you can just call her 044. I met her on the way here, and she seemed to be bothered by something. I wanted to tell her that I'm still on my shift, but then I remembered that the city has a law that prohibits me from casually soliciting outside tourists, so I brought her here. She can't solicit the outside tourists to pay her for the actions that she performs. She's not allowed to. That's fair,
I guess. But what if people traveled for that purpose?
I mean,
then what?
I guess she can't solicit it, but they can come and ask her, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
044, this is Jill, the best bartender in town and my best friend. That's right, I occupy the same place as a vending machine in Dorothy's heart. Hey, don't talk about my vending machine that way. In any case, I'm very happy to meet you, Miss Jill. But this place sure is secluded. I'm actually kind of worried that I won't be able to find my way back. Hang on, Miss 044. So you followed a Lilum that you just met on the streets into the depths of this dark, cramped paupers district? Hey, don't make me sound like some sort of kidnapper. It's fine. I heard M870 talking about this bar, so I wasn't worried. But Dorothy might not have brought you to Valhalla. Yes, we're all decent, law-abiding citizens here in Glitch City, but there still is an element of danger. I have to admit, a decent citizen of Glitch City is an extreme rarity, so you are very lucky to have met everybody's favorite Dorothy. That's right, I believe in Dorothy. Look at her eyes. See how innocent and kind they are? I know she would never deceive me. Yet the single biggest thing I gained from meeting Dorothy was learning how innocent and kind can be completely unrelated terms. In that case, what exactly is bothering you, Miss 044? Maybe you should order something and we can take our time discussing it over a drink. I would like, a blue fairy. Is that alright? Of course. It's fine. One moment, please. This artificial pixie ordered a blue fairy. It feels weird like Dorothy and I are secretly in a league to fleece her out of drink money. Oh, we get to do it! Yay! Drinks! Blue fairy. Also, here's the bad touch. Here's the bad touch from yesterday. I'll make it real quick. 2 powdered delta. On the rocks. Mixed. So there's the bad touch. I feel like you could make a bad touch with like, I don't know, probably like a good amount of
Midori.
Green, yes, Midori. Midori soda, and then probably some like it almost feels like a bad touch is like a Midori sour.
Yeah. Looks like it.
but like in a highball glass instead of like a low ball.
I'd have one.
I would also have one. There's a lot of these that I would have. Oh, another one was the what? Pile driver?
Yeah.
The pile driver. So 3, 3, and 4. And it was all mixed. So that's the pile driver. So I think it's supposed to be a screwdriver. I think it's a mimic of a screwdriver.
It says it's bitter and manly though.
It's bitter and manly, yeah. But, you know, it's orange and in a lowball glass. It's probably bitter because they use like, it's like the equivalent of like rye whiskey or something. Like something very strong and like strong bitter. Maybe it has bitters in it too. Who knows? What was the other one? There was like 3 from yesterday. Was it a piano woman again?
I think we saw the piano woman.
Yeah. I mean, you could also get a beer.
Just unbeer.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff in it though.
1, 2. 1, 2. And you just mix it. See, look, it's a beer.
A beer.
You make a beer.
Sure is a beer.
Yep. Okay, well, anyway. On to
Zano
the blue...
Zano says manly, like all the worst drinks in the world.
Like black coffee?
Heck yeah. Fruity, sweet drinks for life.
Yeah, like the blue fairy, the thing that we're making. Sweet, girly, soft. Perfect. Optional. Optional. Alright. You asked for optional. 15. Age. And mixed. There you go. That's gonna be
I want
that like one strong ass blue fairy. This one's probably that blue liquor that's like similar to Midori.
Curacao something.
Yeah, maybe it's like Curacao.
It's citrusy.
Which
I
would
want
be
it.
like. So this is probably something like that, or maybe it's like hurricane, like blue hurricane, like premix, with like a bunch of vodka poured in it.
Perfect.
But anyway, that's our blue fairy, so we get to serve it. We made a drink. We got to make drink. Woo!
Yes.
Ah, so sweet. I like it. Thank you, Miss Jill. Alright, let's talk, Miss 044. Actually, it's like this. I think I'm in love. That should be a good thing, right? It's just that I'm in love with a telephone pole. Griffin dolls really do have different views of love compared to human beings. But that's fine. A certain Lilim's best friend is a vending machine, after all. Jill! I'll apologize to him on my way back from work. No, what I want to say is... The truth is, I know that my love for a telephone pole isn't sincere. I feel like the city has a strange effect on dolls. I met someone like that yesterday, too. Looks like the city's special characteristics don't quite seem to agree with you girls. I once heard a doll say that the nanomachines and too many electrical currents would affect the function of the Griffin doll's modules. Maybe that's the reason for it. While it doesn't affect me too badly, it still made you fall in love with a telephone pole? How exactly does this feeling manifest? Do you want to kiss it? It's kind of embarrassing. I just keep thinking about it all the time. I can't stop those thoughts. I want to touch it and climb onto it. Let its electrical currents flow through me, scorch me, and then... Stop right there. I need to cool off. Jill, hurry, give me the glass of the usual. Oh. Alright, let's make a glass of Dorothy's usual, a piano woman. Just constantly piano womans.
Must be good.
I mean, yeah, must be. 2 powder delta, 3 Langray, 3 Garmin, all aged and mixed. Piano woman. There is a point in like the actual Valhalla game too, where you're serving drinks so often and so frequently that you're just like, oh, I know how to make this drink without even looking up the recipes anymore.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure these are the same recipes, like the exact same recipes as in like the actual Valhalla game. Like if they're not, it's not like a different recipe. So if you're coming directly from Valhalla into this, and it's like, oh, piano woman, you can just go and like without looking it up, if you know the recipe, you can just up, and then you're done. Serve.
Like real bartending.
Like real bartending. Catch, piano girl. Ha, thanks, Jill. You always know me best. I'm sorry, I ended up saying a bunch of weird things. Don't worry, compared to the Lilum beside you, what you said was was as light as a dragonfly. Don't be so down, 044. In Glitch City, an android falling in love with a telephone post wouldn't even make it to the augmented eye. Dorothy, Jill, do you know what makes me really sad? These fluctuating emotions aren't sustained or stable, and they can change at any time. The telephone pole wasn't the first thing I fell in love with. Before that, I fell in love with a set of wireless earphones, and a satellite that was still in service, and a movie trailer. A trailer? Yes, a movie trailer. It was for an ordinary action movie. When my mind was filled with thoughts of that satellite, the screen suddenly dazzled my eyes, or rather, my visual model. After that, all I could do was spend the entire day in my dorm playing it over and over on my neural cloud. I wanted to become part of it, even if we're just a line of text. A favorite alcoholic drink. There's a really good raspberry chip shot that I've had that's really good. It's just a shot, but it is like one of the best shots I've ever had.
What was it? Raspberry
chip. So like a raspberry chocolate chip shot that tastes like raspberry chocolate chip ice cream. It's really good.
I want that.
It's very good. As for like general drinks, like a normal drink, I don't know if I have one specifically that I like. I make rum and cokes a lot because they're easy. Like vodka sodas are also really easy. Like alcohol plus a soda is really easy.
Yeah.
I made highballs a couple times and they're really good, but they take a lot of effort.
Yeah.
I also just like don't know drink names. Like a lot of times when I would go out to bars, I just end up getting beer. because it was cheap, and I was like, I didn't have like all the money in the world, so.
That's fair.
Actually, I had Long Island iced teas before, and they were pretty good. Long Island iced teas are pretty good. White Russians are pretty good if they're made right. Yeah, it's hard. There's a lot of like, I don't know. I wouldn't say I have a like go-to drink. Like even if I like frequented a bar like regularly, I don't know if I would have a drink that I could be like, "Hey bartender, give me the usual."
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have that.
I mean, it's fair, honestly. I feel like I would. I've never had one, but I think I would like Midori sours. I don't really have like the stuff to make Midori sours.
That's true. Midori sour.
I feel like it'd just be like really sweet.
It kind of is. I think I might have tried to make one before.
Cause you gotta make like the syrup and stuff.
Oh yeah, the simple syrup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not. I've done Midori highballs, but yeah, yeah. No specific drink off the top of my head that I would say is my favorite. I have a go-to, which is like beers, just because it's easy and I know what to expect with that. But yeah, yeah, I haven't had like, I haven't had like a lot of experience going out to bars and trying like drinks. Plus, there's like part of the like, oh, you just have to know what to order, and it's like I don't like. I was 21. I was fresh. I was like fresh out of like not drinking, going into drinking. I was like, I have no idea what I want. I don't know what things are. Like the reason I've had a Long Island iced tea in the first place was because we went to a bar that had like half price Long Island iced teas, and like the purpose was going because one of my roommates knew the bartender and knew that it was half price Long Island iced tea time, and so like that's what we got. I mean, wine. I also enjoy wine, but I have to be like kind of in the mood for it. Like I find it very hard to just like sit down and drink wine like on its own without like eating food or something with it.
Same. Beer is easier to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sake is pretty easy to drink on its own though. And it's the same alcohol content, so.
As wine, yeah. But yes. Getting sidetracked, back onto topic of the fancy is
phone calls.
Hold
on. Saxon really is screaming.
Mm-hmm. Fancy Russian gun.
Never had sake.
I have tried it, but I haven't found one that I've liked. At least it is related to drinks and we're playing the drinking game. Okay.
The sake we have at the house is okay, but it's not like
okay.
It's not also the best one.
It's also a California sake. It's not like a true. It's also not like a true, like, from Japan sake.
Yeah. It's cheap enough, so it's like fine.
Yeah.
I'll take it, but
apparently you can just heat it up in the bottle that it comes in, which I might try.
Yeah, I could just sit it in a bowl of water.
Just put it over the stove.
Maybe not.
Okay, maybe not. And that, well, I mean, like in a pot of water over the stove, not just like on the stove itself.
It's probably better, but I think the standard way is to just boil some water and then just put the sake in a bowl and then pour the water into the bowl. Just like on a counter works.
Yeah.
Like 6, 8 minutes.
I would just worry about like shocking the glass bottle with like hot water and it cracking.
True, but I've never had problems with it, so.
Oh, okay.
Drinks.
Okay.
The Valhalla component of this event is what really gets the conversations going.
It really does. Well, it's a lot less heavy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm like dropping frames very occasionally, which is weird. I've not had that happen before. Oh well, it shouldn't be a problem for the VOD. But yes, let's get back to OTS 44's love life. And then I felt that I could just stay inside those thoughts in my head, so I left the dorm. And then I accidentally bumped into a telephone pole. I don't know what to say. Maybe you should see a doctor. Dolls shouldn't have dolls should have doll doctors, right? Yes, but I can't describe my symptoms, and I'd like to at least figure out what's happening to me. I feel like I've been kidnapped by the entire world, with traps everywhere, forcing me to love them. If Alma were around, I think I could relate to how you're feeling. And from a technical angle, she might be able to help give you a checkup. But Alma's not in today, so let the great detective Dorothy unravel this mystery. 044, have you realized yet the critical clue which links all of your several love escapades? Is there a clue? Heh. Everything you fell in love with was an electrical device, and it's all because you were subjected to an intense shock. Now that I think about it, that does seem to be the case. I fell down when I was listening to my music. When I looked up and I saw the satellite, I had water poured over me from upstairs. About that, please allow me to formally greet you. Welcome to Glitch City, Miss 044. It's all my fault. I might have been too thirsty for love. I've always been curious about that human emotion. She thirsts for the love.
Thirsty.
She's quite thirsty. Well, she's good thing she's at a bar. She can quench that thirst.
Yeah. Order more drinks.
Order more drinks. It can't be precisely computed, so I don't know how I could obtain it. That's the problem. You were subjected to an intense shock, which forced a strange electric reaction between your neural cloud and a certain electrical current generated from your surroundings. At that moment, your neural cloud's love-related processes suddenly went berserk, and it chose the owner of that current as its target, leading to the confused state you're in. That must be it. I can even prove it. How will you prove it? Let me guess. I'm sure Dorothy's plan definitely doesn't involve taking a tactical doll who's holding a rifle loaded with live rounds and bashing her head against the counter, right? Of course not. Jill, it's up to you now. Me? Bring out the most intense drink you have. Oh, I understand. But there's too many electrical devices around. Are you sure it won't cause any accidents? Look at us, Jill. What's the closest electrical appliance to Miss 044? Let me guess. Oh god, it's you, the DFC-72 Class LM Dorothy. Let's have at it then. If my conclusion is correct, 044 will immediately fall in love with me after after we get a stiff drink into her. Are you sure you don't have any evil intentions, Dorothy? I'm performing scientific research. Who knows? I might make it into a scientific journal because of this. It'll be good for both our jobs, right? Then you'll need to get Miss 044's approval at least. I'm curious about this. Are you now 044, are you wanting to fall in love with Dorothy? I'm not discriminating against telephone poles or satellites, but I think that loving a Lilum for the time being will ultimately be more convenient. At the very least, I'll return your affection, honey. Alright. To be honest, I'm actually kind of curious about this. Or maybe I'm just bored. Are you ready? Let's enter Dorothy's world together. I'll give Miss 044 a good, strong fringe weaver. And if anything happens, I'll shift all the blame onto Dorothy. You know, I think the first drink was actually stronger than what the fringe weaver is going to be, because the fringe weaver, I know it because I made it earlier today. It is 1 Andalhide and 9 Cartramin. So let's make it a double. And then I can't remember. It might just be mixed. Nope. Fringe Weaver. I will actually look it up because I forget if it needs... Ah, it is aged. Yeah, see, 1 Andalhide and 9 Cartramin.
It's just alcohol.
Yes. And there it is, the fancy Fringe Weaver. Martini glass.
Classy.
It's like drinking ethylene alcohol with a spoonful of sugar.
Okay, so Adelhyde is like the sugar equivalent then.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Here's a Fringe Weaver. Try it, Miss 044. I hope you like the taste of sugar and industrial alcohol. So it's Everclear. It's Everclear with some sugar thrown in it. I like sugar, at least. No. You need to down it in one gulp to get the desired impact. If anything happens to the bar because of you, Dorothy, the boss is going to scrap you, then beat the crap out of you, and then she's going to put your mind in a control panel for her room, and then beat you up again. That would be the fault of your drink, so better pray nothing goes wrong, Jill. Don't worry, 044. This bar is BTC certified. Now hurry. I understand. Glug. That was a double. That was also a double. She really finished it all in one gulp. Hehe, do you believe the wisdom of the Dorothy now? How do you feel now, 044? Look at me. Do you feel a new love coming on? Something's not right, Dorothy. No way. Miss 044. Miss 044. I think she crashed. Oh, we broke a Griffin doll. We'll make the news, and then we'll go to jail. But before I go to jail, the boss will scrap me, and beat the crap out of me, and then stuff my mind in a room control panel, and then scrap me again, and then beat me up again. How many times can you be scrapped? Wait, she's moving. Thank goodness. 044, are you alright? I'm fine. How do you feel now? I think I'm in love with something new. Bravo, you see, Jill? I was right. Now hurry up and tell us. Are you in love with me? I love Dorothy. Haha, see, Jill? No, not Miss Dorothy. What? Didn't you just say Dorothy? I love the name Dorothy. Huh? Wow. Looks like the truth is really stranger than fiction. Whenever I hear the word Dorothy, my entire body gets hot, and I feel Dorothy? Doesn't seem like there's a reaction. Looks like it's only when I say it then. It's true. Right now I want to hear you say that name very much. Oh lord, this sounds utterly ridiculous. She is in love with my name from my mouth. An electronic vocalization. If I had known this earlier, I would have gone with a spicier word. Congratulations, Dorothy. Your research has opened up a brand new field. Maybe you should switch back to using the name Becky tonight. Well, I can take responsibility for tonight at least. Come, Miss 044. Where's your dorm? I'll send you back. I should look for your commander and explain the situation to him face to face. Lest you think I'm trying to dodge the blame for this. Frankly, I wonder if she's trying to do overtime. Miss 044, regarding tonight's farce, we're both terribly sorry. I should be sorry, Miss Jill. As a doll, I shouldn't have tried to fantasize about human love. In the end, I have messed up everything around me. It's fine, Miss 044. Fundamentally, human love is 100 times wilder, more confusing, and harder to control than what you experienced tonight. But I don't even know if it's true love. When you stepped into this bar, did you love every single telephone pole in the world? No, I only loved the one at the corner of Saber Station. Then that's love, Miss 044. Is that so? That feeling, it was very nice. That's too long for a quote, Jill. I need to print it on Alma's sweater to get it all down. Let's go, Miss 044. I'll say my name as many times as you want along the way. Good night, Miss Jill, and thank you. Good night, you two. Whew. Damn it. I'm actually jealous of an android. I've acquired sufficient intel points. Would I like to proceed to the next stage? No. I would like to go back to the event, though. So we can unlock Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom, our next map. Oh, and we get 4.
Little cat.
We get Jill's cat. Okay, so they were not in love. 044 fell in love with Dorothy saying her own name. So she didn't like Dorothy as a quote-unquote person. She liked Dorothy. She liked the name Dorothy when Dorothy said it. It got a little muddy. It worked, but not the way they had hoped, essentially. Yep. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you serve a girl a drink with 18 things of alcohol in it and only 2 spoonfuls of sugar. Just chug some Everclear. It'll be fine. Oh, right. And we have the one male. Great disturbance breaks out. Thanks, Lana Smitty, for more hard-hitting stuff. After several demonstrations by furious citizens, Prime Minister Dorothy finally decided to give an interview regarding the abnormal sand rains, whether the abnormal sand rain weather that has lasted for the past 3 years. During the course of the interview, a native to our city who had once been confirmed missing showed up and used illegal means to control former Griffin dolls into launching a terror attack. Prime Minister Dorothy fled into the Zaibatsu Corporation building, and the exact number of casualties is still being tallied. The native who caused the public disorder has been confirmed as Stella Hoshi, once the wealthiest resident in Griffin City, but we are currently unable to determine whether she actually employed the legendary Pt.3 virus in her actions. The unrest is still ongoing as of our submission deadline, and we will continue to monitor the situation's development. So more umbrella virus stuff for later. I mean, I haven't had energy. Mixing alcohol and energy drinks is kind of, yeah, it's kind of dangerous. And also, I don't know of any, like, drinks that use Monster specifically by name, so it's hard to, like, ask for one. Like, I know drinks that use, like, Red Bull, but I don't like Red Bull, so I prefer not to order it. So, you know. Anyway, we've been going for an hour and a half. I'd prefer this not turn into another 2-hour stream like yesterday's where I ramble for half an hour. Plus, I don't want it to end up getting, like, super, super late. I didn't get much sleep last night, kind of because of how long I stayed up. So, I would like to thank everyone who showed up for being here. It was really fun to have you guys. I mean, maybe tomorrow when it's Friday, but it's Thursday. I gotta wake up and do work stuff. You know, the capitalism calls. I don't like having to do it. It's hard to wake up in the morning and go to work, but it's something that's got to be done, or else I can't do this. I can't if I don't work, I can't stream. So it's kind of the trade-off. But yes, thank you for showing up. We will try to continue this tomorrow. Ari's got his birthday thing this weekend, or not birthday, his, like, 400 sub thing, or subs, 400 followers. Words. Tired. Ari's got his thing this weekend, and I'll probably join in that. So, depending on the timing, I might be able to do one of these on Saturday. I might skip Saturday and just go to Sunday. But I don't want to fall too far behind because I need to finish the event. Gotta make sure I get everything. That's the way that these sort of games go. But yes, thank you. I don't think I'm going to do this for every event also. It's just this one is very... I like the game that this is. Apparently there's going to be a Girls and Panzer crossover event, so that one might be done too. But I don't know, like, what the extent of that is. I don't know if they're just going to have, like, crossover dolls, or if they're actually going to be, like...
a story and stuff.
Or if there's going to be story like this has. Yeah, I have no idea. But like, there's rumors about it. So... That's still to be seen, but... Like, there's no, like, hard confirmation that it's happening. But if that does happen, I probably will do it. So...
that'll be really fun.
Yes, it will be. So yes, thank you. Thank you everyone for coming. I do know who we're raiding tonight. I don't have to think about it. Can you get my raid message ready, Holly?
Can.
Thank you.
Can.
I mean, you can you can put yours in there too. You can make it a pup bun raid.
Yes,
if you
so.
want. If you want.
Yes, so.
If you want. If you want. If you want.
Yes, so. Wanna.
Do you wanna?
I wanna.
Okay, put it in.
Hey.
Make it. Make the raid message. Good. So be sure to get the full raid message, the new one. And we're going to raid Sky because Sky. Gotta do it. She's playing Minecraft, so we're gonna do that. Thank you everyone for coming. This will also, there's gonna be a VOD. It'll be up on YouTube. If there was any weird like stuttering because of frame drops, it should be resolved over there. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I will see you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.